All right, let's get straight to it. You've optimized every single input you can think of. Your strategy is back-tested, your risk is defined, your routines are absolutely non-negotiable. You've controlled every variable you can see. But here's the thing. The most critical variable is the one you're probably ignoring, and it's silently sabotaging your bottom line. We're talking about your nutrition.
Now seriously, take a second and think about it. That one impulsive trade that just blew right through your rules. That critical meeting where you let your ego get in the way of logic. That single moment of brain fog that cost you weeks, maybe even months of progress. What was the real price of that error? It's more than just the money, isn't it? It's your confidence, it's your momentum.
And what's our first instinct? We blame the system, right? You go back, you pore over the charts, you try to tighten your rules, you're hunting for that flaw in the strategy. But what if the strategy was actually sound? What if the error wasn't in the plan at all?
What if the failure was biological? A bug, a glitch in your own personal operating code, triggered by something as simple as what you put on your plate this morning? Let's unpack that.
Now, look, this isn't about long-term health or getting a six-pack or your cholesterol. This is about your P&L, today, right now. It's about your immediate measurable ability to execute with absolute clarity and precision when everything is on the line.
Your brain is a high-performance engine. It consumes a staggering 20% of your daily energy just to idle. So when you feed it low-grade fuel, you're not just getting tired, you're actively downgrading your own processor. Optimizing that fuel isn't some minor tweak. We're talking about the key to unlocking at least a 20% boost in your productivity and making sharper decisions when it really counts.
So how does a simple meal literally hijack your judgment? Well, this isn't guesswork. This is pure biochemistry. And understanding this one mechanism is going to give you a level of control over your mental state that, frankly, most people will never have.
Think about this slide as two different operators. On the left, you've got a breakfast of, say, cereal, toast, maybe a pastry. That choice literally primes the brain for emotional, reactive, seat-of-your-pants decisions. Now, on the right, a balanced protein meal. That choice primes the brain for calm, calculated, and rational execution. These are two completely different mental operating systems, and you get to choose which one you're going to run every single morning.
And this isn't just a theory, this is proven. In a controlled study, they put two groups into a high-stakes negotiation. Now, the group that ate the high-carb, low-protein breakfast, they made an emotional, punitive decision to reject an unfair offer 53% of the time. The group that was properly fueled with a balanced protein meal, they rationally rejected it only 24% of the time. They were more than twice as likely to control their emotions and make the logical choice. Now ask yourself, what could that mean for your next trade?
So, here's the switch. It's an amino acid called tyrosine. Just think of tyrosine as the high-octane fuel for your brain's executive functions. It's the raw material for dopamine, that's the neurotransmitter of focus and drive. A high-carb breakfast is like putting cheap gas in a race car. It starves your brain of tyrosine, literally robbing you of the one chemical you need to stay disciplined and execute your plan.
Okay, so knowing this is one thing. Systematizing it is what separates the amateur from the professional. So let's move on and build this into an actual operational protocol, a repeatable system for architecting your peak mental state on demand.
High performers build systems to eliminate unnecessary decisions. Your lunch should be one of them. Stop wasting mental energy every day deciding what to eat. Use a simple matrix just like this. Prep on Sunday, assemble in minutes during the week. This isn't just meal prep, it's a system to protect your willpower for the decisions that actually move the needle.
Look, your day is won or lost in that first hour. This breakfast takes 3 minutes to prep the night before. There are zero excuses. It gives you the perfect balance of protein to load up on tyrosine and complex carbs for sustained energy. Don't think of it as breakfast. Think of it as the first strategic move in your daily execution plan. That afternoon slump? It's not inevitable. It's a choice. It's that point where most people reach for sugar, get a quick spike, and then crash, absolutely killing their focus. We treat snacks as a strategic reserve, a tactical tool to maintain cognitive endurance right through market volatility. And this illustrates the principle perfectly. What's the common denominator here? Protein. Every single one of these options is engineered to stabilize your energy and keep your mind sharp. This is how you bridge the gap between meals without compromising your mental state. It's a system, not a craving.
All right, finally, let's talk about the foundation. If your nutrition is the operating code, then hydration is the electricity running the entire system. Without it, nothing else we've talked about even matters. It is the absolute, non-negotiable baseline for clear thinking.
Just look at this number. Even mild dehydration, long before you even feel thirsty, degrades your attention, your reaction time, and your memory. Thirst is a lagging indicator. By the time you feel it, your performance is already compromised. You're already operating at a deficit.
So you need a protocol. You don't try to stay hydrated, you build a system to ensure it. Here are your targets. A water bottle should be part of your uniform, and the heuristic is simple. Your urine should be pale or clear. This isn't a friendly suggestion. It is a baseline requirement for anyone who claims to be an elite operator. So let's end on this. This is the paradigm shift I want you to make. Food is not just fuel, it's information. It is the literal code you input into your processor that dictates the quality of your output. Building a structured architecture for your physical inputs is the very first step to building one for your professional outcomes.
If you've made it this far, you're not just curious, you're serious. And that's exactly who Stoa was built for. Here's the deal. We don't accept everyone. We run on an application-only system because we only work with people who are ready to operate at the next level. So if you want to stop wasting hours chasing noise and instead run a proven, documented process that gets results in less than 90 minutes a day, you need to apply. There are limited seats, and once they're filled, they're gone for the quarter.
Click the link in the description, fill out the short application, and let's see if you're a fit. If you're watching this, my guess is you already know you should.